A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Turns up, it's Phillips.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. Taken down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give. Sees an alley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And now on second down for this offense. They give it back to him. Could be an alley. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. If you gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical. We're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Right side, it's Graves. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver, catching that pass on third down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender, getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up fourth.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Throwing Mack into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find this man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
4th down, Austin Mack. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long. Downfield, they couldn't hook up. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's changing the play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Austin Mack. And he gets rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Mack. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift.
Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawk working. A defensive coordinator loves to see it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking for space. It's Riley.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stop right there.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Mack. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to the run, it's Phillips. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Mack throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. single back formation, and they give it to him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quick completion on the out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Mack. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
On the direct snap, it's Phillips. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the Utah Utes. And it's the Cowboys looking to get the job done on the road. Right now,
he's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Bama.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Second down to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the single back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sees a crease. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They put the brakes on it. The Dogs will hustle to the line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Trying to make one miss. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Wants to throw on first. Finds his back in the middle. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
2nd and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Off to the races. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown Tide.
Number 1 job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Mack from the gun on third down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Georgia going up tempo. They're looking to throw on second and short. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, going to throw it. Turns it upfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Just smothered on the play. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Bring him down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Graves. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. He's not going anywhere. Nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So here they come on 4th and long, backed up after that 3rd down penalty. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee.